Hello, good evening, and welcome to Cornish. Tonight we're going to talk about depression and a little bit about journals, but the big story is depression. We'll also have Austin Trahan's animated short of the week, and we'll also talk to you a little bit about 13 Reasons Why. 13 Reasons Why Season 2 came out last week. We'll have all these stories and more right here on Cornish. Hi, welcome back to Cornish. My name is Ernie, and tonight we're going to talk about depression. It's a topic that's close and dear to my heart because I've been suffering with depression for the last few days, and I think it's a very important topic since 13 Reasons Why came out. Season 2 came out a few days ago, and to me, as much as depressed that I can get, that show brings kind of a sense of pride, sense of level, sense of, what's the word? I'm trying to think of a word that describes that show, because that show brings peace in a way, because knowing what those kids go through and the bullying and all that kind of stuff, that's what I went through. I went through all that in high school. I went through that in 11th and 12th grade. I overcome that. I tried to commit suicide several times. The last time was when my husband passed away. But I'm here today to tell you that moving forward, it kind of gets better. I'm not 100% better. I mean, I've been in bed for the last couple days and with migraine and crying and just miserable. But to me, that is I guess the healing process. That's what we need to do. We need to get through that. We need a friend to vent to. We need a person that will understand what you're going through, not to scold you or not to discourage you, not to tell you it's wrong, because it's not wrong. It's perfectly normal, and that's what we need to discuss. We need to discuss that not everyone needs to be on meds. Not everyone needs to be miserably unhappy in their life. And that's where we need to talk. That's where we need to bring this out in the open, because depression is real, and depression is a thing that, you know, it sadly enough has taken the life of many people, including one of my idols, and that's Robin Williams. I never would have dreamed in a million years that his depression was that bad, yet his life was taken because of it. So I guess what I'm saying is we need to take a look at depression in different lights. We don't need medicine. We don't need, we just need people that understand, people that are here for you, people that will hold you, people that will comfort you, people that will give you a hug every now and then and say, it's going to be okay. That's what I needed the last few days. I needed that friend. I needed that comfort. I got through it myself, but today I'm still kind of like, yeah. I'm in the balance beam. I'm trying to balance, regular day life and then this depression that I'm going through, because it is a struggle. It's a horrible struggle, and we need to really look at it. We need to find ways to deal with it. And if it's meaning sleeping for 24 hours and crying till you have no more tears, then that's what we do. The other thing that we can do is we can write it down. We can vent on paper. Journals are an incredible source of getting it all out there. And I, over here, have a journal. I've literally started, and it's writing, more writing. This is only 3 days worth of writing. I should write a script, right, instead of this, but this helps because I used to be that person that vented on Facebook, and then I'd get bitched at because everyone's like, Facebook's not the place to vent. And it's like, well, okay, fine. Where else can I vent? Well, then I found that a therapist in Orlando that told me to write things down and write it out. And that's what I do now. I try to anyways. I forget every now and then to do that. The last few days I have not done that. Last time I wrote was the 19th. I just looked. But to me, it's venting. It's not writing. It's just venting, getting out my emotions, getting out my frustrations. And maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe that's what we all need to do. So I don't know. So what are your thoughts? Please write your comments below. Because, depression is real. And how do you cope? Do you cope with medicine? I personally don't want to be dependent on any more medicine. I take enough, I think, already. And I just don't think that's an answer. I think that we need to have the connections. We need to have those friends. We need to have that family member. We need to have those things in our lives that make things better. And until we have that, then it is an uphill battle, and maybe medicine is the cure. Maybe the medicine is the answer. 2005, February 10th, at 4:50 in the afternoon, I'll never forget the date or time, my husband passed away. And many people say I'm still dealing with that. I'm still emotionally connected to him. And maybe I am connected to him in ways that I was connected to him on earth, but I'm not quite sure where that goes. I'm not sure where that happens, where we turn that aspect around and we figure it all out. What I've been told is grieving takes years. Grieving may take up to however long it takes. After 13 years, you would think I would have been done with my grieving, but maybe I haven't. Maybe I'm still coping with that issues. The other day was a prime example. I sat and watched the videos I made of Mike, and I just got depressed. I got sad. I got lonely. And that, maybe I need to stop doing that, but maybe that is a thing that I do that helps me get through the grieving process. I'm not quite sure. I know Sunday, when I went to church this week, it was kind of important to me because one, Reverend Troy Perry was there, who's incredible. I honor him in every way possible. And then Reverend Onita, her last day was this week as well, and I'm really glad I got a chance to say goodbye, and I'm really honored to go to Founders and be part of that church, and it's just an incredible experience and new friends that I make, each day that I'm there, and that support system as well. So I have frustrations, and I know that you do as well. So again, please write them down in the comments below, and let's talk. Let's have that conversation. Let's get the conversation going. And let's have the conversation. Do you watch 13 Reasons Why? Have you seen season 1? Have you seen season 2? I can tell you I have seen all 26 episodes, including the Beyond the Reasons. And it's a show that the cast came back to do, And it's great. It's an amazing show. It's an amazing cinematography show. It's an amazing piece that brings the light around to every person. And again, every parent should watch this thing. Every teacher should watch this, because of the fact that it is real. What leads up to gun violence? We saw that on 13 Reasons. We need to have these controls over our children and over our lives. Otherwise, it's just going to get worse and worse. And 13 Reasons will happen over and over and over and over and over and over again until we get to the bottom of the hate, the bottom of the dislike, the bottom of all of this negativity. There's too much hate in the world today. And it starts at the White House, and it comes all the way down. We need to end the hate. We need to bring this peace that Jesus talked about, that God talks about, the peace of love that everyone needs in their life. And that's what we really need to talk about. That's what we need to focus on. Because without that peace, 13 Reasons is going to continue to happen. There will be a suicide every day. There will be gun violence. There will be hatred. There will be that bullying. Are our schools protecting our children? It's a question that everyone needs to have. It's a question that we all need to have. And depression is a question of what do we do with it? How do we form it? How do we help people? That's what we need to start talking about. Because without that control, without that support, there will be no way of getting around it. Sorry for this heavy show. And this is our pilot as well. So it's a very important topic to me because I've been dealing with it the last couple of days. And I just wanted to touch base with everyone and let everyone know that it does get better, and it does revolve around a whole new thinking and mindsets. When we come back, we're going to have Austin Trahan's animated short of the week. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
It felt like this whole thing was going to be over. But it's not.
How far does the dark go?
What are you gonna do about that?
How far does the dark go? How far does the dark go?
You don't know what was happening in this photo. And you don't know what happened after.
We're all in this together now.
Don't you know about what goes on at this school?
This is proof of who they all are.
The truth doesn't always make things right.
It's going to keep happening. It doesn't stop.
There is nothing left worth having except justice for our daughter.
The coast is clear. What can I see? If the stakes are low, then why does it seem I'm losing everything? Stare down the fear. Like a loaded gun.
I can't count on anyone else anymore. I have to do this myself. You don't. No one's going to get justice for her.
How far does the dark go?
Why are you listening to this fellow? May I remind you, he's wearing a costume, not a uniform. He's no more equipped to lead us than this fellow. No offense.
Thanks, Austin. That was amazing. So, Austin Trahan's animated shorts of the week is going to be part of our weekly series. We're going to get this lightened up a little bit next week. We're going to take you on a trip to Tent City, and we're going to talk to my other friend Austin, who is homeless, and what he does with his day-to-day life and his struggles that he deals with being homeless. We're going to talk about that next week. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to go to Hollywood. That's right, we're going to Hollywood. And we're going to see the sights and the sounds of Hollywood. And then in 3 weeks, we'll be in Long Beach, California. So we have a fun-filled, packed show heading at you each week, so don't miss it. Thank you for joining us tonight. And again, let the conversation begin. Write your comments below. Write to the show. Let us know what you think and what you deal with depression. If you deal with it, if you have someone that you know has committed suicide, let's pay tribute to them. 13 Reasons Why, Season 1 and 2 are out, 26 episodes. I recommend them wholeheartedly. The cast is just amazing. Amazing young cast and amazing writers, directors, and producers of that show. And it's on Netflix. You don't want to miss it. 26 episodes, Season 1, Season 2. Will there be a Season 3? Not quite sure, but you never know. They did leave. I ain't gonna tell you. So anyways, have a great night, and we'll see you next time on Cornish.
A Fuzzy Bud production.